Hey baby dolls, it's Ashley, and today we are moving right along with all of my makeup collection videos and jumping into my bronzer collection. I will be doing a specific video for all of my face palettes, so I'm not including like my highlight and contour palettes in this. It's just bronzers. So there's only about 12 or so of them to go through. So if you want to see all of the ones that I have and hear what I think of them, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. So as I said in the intro, I do have some like highlight and contour palettes that have more than just bronzer or contour shades in them. They've got several different types of products. So I kind of count those all in with my face palettes, and those are all, the face palettes are going to be getting their own individual video. So for just my actual bronzers, I guess I'm going to go ahead and start with, I do have a couple of bronzing palettes, and then I'll just go over all of the individual products. So the first one is this Maybelline Master Bronze by Face Studio, and I actually used this in my full face of first impressions video. And although this does technically have a highlight in it, I don't ever use this highlight. All I use this palette for really is the bronzing contour shades, so I do just keep this in with the rest of my bronzers, and I really love this palette, especially for $10. You just can't beat it. Such a good deal. And then the other bronzing palette that I have is the e.l.f. bronzer palette, and this one does just have the 4 different bronzing shades in it, and I love this palette. It's got the 2 matte shades here and here, and then the 2 shimmer shades here and here, and they're all just so pretty. Somehow all of these shades have wound up working for me, and this one was only $6, and it also comes with, look at the size of this mirror. It comes with this giant mirror. I mean, $6 for this palette, you absolutely cannot beat it. I love e.l.f. I love the e.l.f. face palettes, and this is no exception. I am in love with this bronzing palette. So next we'll just go into like regular individual products. So the first one I have is the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer, and this is in the shade 21 Sunlight. I recently decluttered another one of these. Same product, just in a different shade, because the other one was super shimmery, and I tend to prefer more matte bronzers. So I did declutter the shimmery one, but kept this matte one. Then also by Rimmel, I have this Maxi bronzer, and this is like one of those really large bronzers, and I like this one because it's got like the light shade, a medium shade, and a dark shade, so you can choose between them or just swirl it all around. And this is all the way matte, and I absolutely love this. I've used the shade separately, but I do typically just wind up swirling my brush all around it and using them all together, and I absolutely love this for contouring and for bronzing because it is matte. Alright, then I have another one of those large bronzers, but this one is the Bronzer XL All Over Glow from Milani. And this one, it has the lighter shimmer shade and then a darker matte shade. So typically if I use this, what I do is I kind of contour with this side and then just kind of bronze up my face, warm up my face with this side. I do, like I said, typically prefer matte bronzers, but every now and then I like a little sheen in my bronzer, and this one is not too shimmery. This one actually works really well, and I love that it's split, you know, half matte and half shimmer. Then my last of these large bronzing pans is the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, and this one has just the slightest amount of shimmer to it. There's not a lot in it. So like when I actually picked it up in the store, I picked it up because I thought it was matte. I looked at it and I thought it was matte. It wasn't until I got it home that I realized it does have a little bit of shimmer in it. But I like the product and the color of this so much that I don't even care. I had to keep it. Alright, then next is the NYX Matte Bronzer, and this is in medium. And I probably could have gotten the shade lighter in this and would have been fine, but I typically, because this is darker, just use this for contouring and not actually bronzing, and it works out really well for me for that. Then next I have the Ulta Matte Bronzer, and this is in the shade Warm. The only complaint I have about this product is no mirror. But this is a solid matte bronzer, and I really like this one for both contouring and bronzing. I love the shade of it. I love just the softness of it, and this was one of the very first products I ever bought that was actually from the Ulta brand, and it impressed me. I kept buying them, so that's gotta say something. Then next is this Sheer Cover Bronzer, and this one is like matte and shimmer. It also has the 3 different shades where you can swirl it together, and I again just typically swirl it all together, and I do typically use this for bronzing, and I do really like this. This is actually like the 3rd one of these that I'm on. I've completely used up 2 of these in the past, so I really like this. Then I have from Physicians Formula the Butter Bronzer, and I actually have it in light bronzer and just regular bronzer because they did come out with the 2 shades, and I wanted it. What happened is I wanted it in bronzer, and I looked for it for a few days in a few different stores, and I could only find light bronzer, so I was like, fine, whatever, and I got it. And then maybe a month or so later, I kept seeing the original bronzer shade all over, so I bit the bullet and just bought it. So this one is the light bronzer, and this one is just bronzer, and I freaking love these. They are so soft, they go on the skin so smooth, they blend so well, they're so pretty, they look great, and they smell amazing. Like, this bronzer actually smells like summer. That's the only way I know how to explain it. It smells like a mixture of like tanning oil and I don't even know. It smells like summer. It smells like beach vacations. It's just, oh my gosh, love it, love it, love it so much. Would absolutely recommend it so much. The light bronzer and the regular bronzer shade, they're both beautiful. All right, and then yes, last but certainly not least is Hoola from Benefit, and of course this is kind of like a cult classic. This could be in a YouTube made me buy it video for sure, so I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it because YouTube is how I heard of it. And so it does have this cute small little mirror in here, and then there's the product, and I haven't really used this too much yet, but I do really like this product. I don't know if I will repurchase, just because as you've seen, all my other bronzers are drugstore and they all work really well, and this one does work really well, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it, but there's a couple of drugstore ones that I love just as much that cost less than half, you know. So I did pick this up. I wanted to try it. I don't regret picking it up. I absolutely love it, but I don't know that I would repurchase it. All right, and then that is all I've got for you. Like I said, my bronzer collection's not too big. So if you liked anything about this video, even if it was just me, be sure to give me a thumbs up. It helps me and my channel out more than you know. If you have any questions about any of these products or any ideas or suggestions of videos you'd like to see on my channel in the future, leave them in those comments down below. And then of course, please subscribe before you go. I put out new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So if you subscribe and hit that little notification bell, you'll never miss a future video. I will see you again soon. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.